I was trying to get it to go. Yep, I was trying to get it to go to landscape, but it's I was like twisting it and it wouldn't go. So I guess I have to just film it in portrait or whatnot. So what's going on, guys? No one's on this video. I don't really care. I wasn't planning on telling you guys that I'm going live, and this is my first time going live forever, like first time ever. So I'm pretty pumped for this. So in this video, I want to talk about what my leg workout was like today. So gym I went to was not the usual gym I go to, which was usually go to 24 Hour Fitness, the one in Fountain Valley, the one in Garden Walk by Disneyland. But today I went to the gym with my friend at Crunch. It's the gym in Fountain Valley. It's on Magnolia and what was the other street? Magnolia and Talbert. All right. Yo, what's up? Someone just popped in and they're watching this. So what's going on? Hey, how you doing? Um, so there's a gym on Magnolia and Talbert, Crunch Fitness. It's a decent gym. It's pretty new, so it's cool. But how I trained legs today was my phone's gonna die in like it's got like 10%. How I trained today was I always start off with a dynamic warm up. It depends how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling like kind of warm, I'll just do a quick dynamic warm up, some leg swings back and forth, squeezing my ass for, maybe 20 seconds. Um, just some dynamic warm up to get the legs warmed up and whatnot. Other days, I'll start off with foam rolling, a little bit of cardio before. But today, I was feeling pretty decent, so I just did some dynamic warm up for my legs, my back, and whatnot. Then I did a warm up set with the bar, and I did another warm up set with the bar. Then I did a warm up working set with, I think it was like a plate. And after that, I sort of just jumped into 2 plates. So I'm not a very strong squatter. The thing is, like, I got pretty decently sized legs. I got like what, I don't know the size of my legs, but they're pretty decent. You guys seen them. But started with 225. Did 3 sets of 6 reps. 3 sets of 6. Then I moved on into remaining deadlifts, and I think it was like a plate in like 10 or like 25. First set was like a plate in 25. Then I realized it was too heavy weight, so I dropped the eagle and I switched it down to a plate in 10. And I did about, I think, 10 to 12 reps with the remaining deadlift. Then I moved on into the, I believe it was leg press. I moved on into the leg press. Did first set of like 20 reps, no, 25 reps of like 3 plates. And then I moved on to 4 plates and I did like 15 reps. Then I did 4 plates and a 25. And I did about 10 reps, and that was it. I was like, dude, that's my legs are good. The squats are feeling pretty good. And then I moved on into excuse me, the leg curl, and I did about 3 sets of, I believe, 8 to 15 reps. So it depends. Like the first set was probably like 15 reps. Then I decided to do the second set, and it was like around maybe 8 or 10 reps because I think I upped the weight. And sometimes if you have someone press on your lower back, it takes out the lower back from engaging into the movement, because when you bring your lower back into play, it takes the tension off their hamstrings and it puts it back into the lower back. So sometimes if you have someone squeeze down on your lower back when you're doing the hamstring curls, it really helps out. Really helps isolate those hamstrings. So did that. Did first set was like 15, second set was like probably 10, and the last set was probably about maybe 12 to 15. I don't remember. So that felt pretty good. And then right after that, I moved into leg extensions. I did around 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps, or 8 to 20 reps. No, I'm sorry, 10 to 20 reps. It all depends on how I'm feeling during that set and how much my partner is doing for that set. How many reps he's doing for that set. And then my quads are feeling pretty good. Hamstrings were feeling good. Then I finally finished off with calves. For calves, I am doing leg press calf raises. These have been working really, really, really well for me. For my first in like for the first 2 years or 3 years of my of when I started to build my foundation, because I did made a video about that yesterday. I did standing calf raises. I did exactly what Rebecca Park did. He did like 6 sets of 20 or 5 sets of 20. I sometimes even went up to 6 or 8 sets of 20, and I did that for a very long time. And then I started to switch it up recently because I wasn't getting the same result that I was getting from standing calf raises. So I moved on into doing leg press calf raises, and those work very, very well because you're able to progressively add a lot more load compared to a standing calf raise, because it depends on what kind of standing calf raise you have, because are very like some are plate loaded and some aren't. Some are like just the stacks. So mine, luckily the one I have is plate loaded, but I don't like it. I figured that if I can use the leg press, because leg press feels a lot better too. Um, Leg press, they call it the Reeves toe press. That's what Vince Gironda called it. But leg press, I probably did 2 plates in a 25 or 2 plates in a 10 for like about 15 reps for 3 or 4 sets. Started to like have a conversation with my friend about like his issues and whatnot because he's having issues with girls, and I'm explaining to the whole psychology and the whole logical and rational way to approach women and whatnot. But anyways, after that, I moved on to seated calf raises, and I did 4 sets, 3 sets of 10. I did like 2 plates, 3 sets. Sorry, I have some in my mouth. 3 sets of 10, and that was the whole entire leg workout. That was the whole leg workout. And then after my workouts, I usually always stretch. So some of the issues some people come up to me with, it's like, hey, I feel really tight when I do this exercise. I'm like, hey, so are you foam rolling before your workouts? Are you stretching after your workouts? Are you doing a dynamic warm up? Are you doing any type of cardio? And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, well, duh. This is why you're getting injured. This is why you're feeling all this tightness, because you don't. First of all, you don't pre-warm up. You don't do any type of dynamic warm up. You don't do any type of stretch. You don't do any type of cardio. You don't any foam rolling. So you're already tight when you get into the gym. At least lubricate the joints or the muscles and do some type of warm up. It doesn't have to be static stretching. Static stretching before working out is not a good idea. Foam rolling, someone could say that's not a good idea either. But I think if anything, a dynamic warm up like leg swings works pretty good for warming up the legs and whatnot. That's pretty good. That I recommend. Actually, doctors would actually recommend that too, or what do you call them? Physiologists, whatever you want to call them, would recommend that over like foam rolling or static stretching, because that's just been proven to actually sort of quote unquote get you into getting injured more, being more prone to injury. So static, so not so dynamic warm works up pretty well. So that's something I would recommend for doing a workout so that you prevent injury. Um, and as far as recovery goes, definitely recommend stretching after your workouts, because you see when you lift really heavy weights, your muscles get really tight. They get tight and they get short. So when they get short, then you could possibly tear something, or like pull something just because the muscle's shorter, and you gotta start stretching out the workouts to fix that. So that's a lot of the issues that some people come to me with. That, hey, I'm not feeling tight right here. I'm like, well, do you do any type of stretching before and after? And they said no. So definitely highly recommend that you stretch after your workouts, not before. And that will most likely keep you safe. I do like basic stretches. Some of the basic stretches I learned in like school and like high school, and like when I did sports, and like when I did football, when I did track, and because I'm a kinesiology student, I go to the community college over here in Orange County. I don't want to say where it's at, but I'm a kinesiology major. I'm almost done. Gonna get my AA in kinesiology and a minor in, what is it called, liberal arts. Kind of lame, but whatever. Then gonna transfer to a Cal State and get my bachelor's in kinesiology. Specifically, I want to go into biomechanics. I think that's a um, pretty badass. What do you call it? Yo, what's up, Johnny? Actually, I want to do like a quick Q&A after I just tell my story. So, bachelor's in biomechanics, because I found that to be the most interesting out of all of them. But if you guys have any questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. Go to USC. Dude, I am like, first of all, I live in Santa Ana. Like, my mom works at I don't think it's a good idea to tell you guys where she works at. But she works at the place I hated working at. If you can connect the dots, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And my dad does this job for like selling these computers or whatever, and he makes an okay amount of money. It's like what, 18 bucks an hour. It's not that much in California, because you need at least to be making maybe 50, 60, 80K to live in California. It's expensive over here. So there's definitely no way I could go to USC. I mean, I'd probably be in debt 100K, but that would be really cool, because I know USC is a pretty good school, and they probably have tons of opportunities there to really have a successful career or be successful, whatever it is you want to do. So if you guys have any questions, please drop them right now. Thanks for watching. Wait here for a bit. Do you ever PR in bench squats? Yeah. So last time I PR'd in bench press, I'm actually kind of proud of this, because last time I PR'd was when I was like 18, and I was going to the gym in 24 Hour Fitness on Adams in Orange County. It's in Costa Mesa. and my best bench was 245. I think it was 245. It was like two plates and 15 pounds on each side. I think if that math is correct, it's 245. Hope it is. I was weighing at like a 150, so it was a pretty damn good bench press. All right, pretty damn good if you ask me. You know, for someone who was a little bit thinner too. I was thinner too, and now it's like my bench press fucking sucks. Like I can barely bench press like a plate in 25 or a plate in 35 for like maybe 5 or 6 reps. And like I don't think I can even do two plates anymore like I used to. Before I was able to hit it like easy, you know, a few couple reps. Now I can't. I guess because I focus more on the bodybuilding aspect rather than the strength aspect. Because that's why some powerlifters you see them and they're like they can lift a shit ton of weight, but they don't look jacked. It's because their ligaments in their joints, um, no, their ligaments. I think it's their ligaments or the joints that are actually taking more of the damage rather than the muscle. So that's why they're able to lift more weights. You know, it's not the muscle doing the work; they're training the ligaments in the joints. If that's correct, if I'm correct about that. But no, I haven't PR'd in bench tendons. There you go, tendons. Sorry, tendons. Um, yeah, I haven't PR'd in bench in like forever, so I don't know what it is. And I haven't PR'd in squat, and I haven't PR'd in deadlift. Deadlift, I'm like super scared to PR in because I know like if you do PR, some I've seen people like pass out in person, so that's kind of scary. Do you ever get tendon pain from weighted pull-ups? No. Are you talking about where are you getting tendon pain in like talking about in the elbows? Is that where you're getting at? But yeah, I never really PR in squat, deadlift, or bench press. Not anymore. I don't even know my squat max. I don't even know my deadlift max. The last time I squatted was back in high school, and this was like two plates and I think maybe a 10 or something like that. So I don't know what that is. But I know no, I never really get any tendon pain when I'm doing pull-ups. No, not at all. I always try to warm up before, um, warm up my back, foam roll a bit, do some dynamic warm-ups. I'll do like a bunch of like this stuff and like front raises, arm circles, a lot of stuff to just warm up my joints and whatnot, so I don't get injured. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, I might jump off in a bit. Probably have like another minute or two, and then I'm gonna jump off. So how was your guys' front delts? Oh, do I get any pain there? Is that what you're asking? This is so cool. I've never been on live before. This is exciting. That's exciting though. Do I get any front pain in my front delt? No, I never get pain in my front delt. You should try foam rolling before your workouts and doing a bunch of arm circles before your workouts to see how that really helps out with the pain. Like, do you do any sort of like um, dude? Where are the comments? Like, I know people like leave stuff and it's like their messages disappears. Yeah, do some foam rolling, a bunch of like arm circles before stuff to roll with the rotator cuff and whatnot. I think that's what you need to start doing before. You should just make a bench and a squat PR video just for the hell of it. Um, Fucking why not, right? My friend's in town. He's back from South Carolina. He's my photographer. All I asked him to film something for me, so why not, right? I'm a little scared just because like one time I got injured. Also, someone left a comment and they asked me a question. It just sort of disappeared. I think your name was Leo. So if you can do it again, I'll answer real quick. And because it totally just disappeared. Like I can't even see it. Like it's just gone. So if you want to post it one more time, and I'll answer it.